crew of Haseen Dilruba and over onto them for this spoiler-free interview. I'm going to start off first with director Vinil Matthew. Vinil, you came out with a bang with Hasi To Fasi in 2014. You got a lot of critical acclaim for the film, but then you went missing, and now you're back in 2021 with a cracker of a film, Haseen Dilruba. Tell me, how did it come about? Did you decide, did you zero in on a thriller, or did the studio come to you with the idea?
Well, Shilpa, thank you for liking both the films. Yeah, I mean, I made Hasi, and then long format fiction is something I really was keen to kind of pursue. But you know how things are in the industry; it takes a lot of factors to kind of fall in place. Essentially, I was looking for a script where I felt I could add value to and I could connect to, and because making a feature film is a long commitment. You spend a year and 2 years of your life working on a project, and it has to be something really worth your while. So I was working on certain projects, but which didn't take off for various reasons. And then I met Kanika Dhillon, who was the writer of the film, and we just met socially and we were just discussing. And I asked her if there's anything which she could share with me if she's written something. And then within a week, she came with this a story idea, which is initially it was called Heer. It wasn't called Haseen Dilruba, but it was a story called Heer. And it was a very interesting story, intense, passionate, romantic story, molded like a thriller. And it felt really interesting to try that genre because, of course, there are these tropes of small town stories and, there's that desi humor, and one wanted to do something differentiated within that whole framework. It kind of hooked, it had a very nice hook to it, and it kind of stayed with me. But because I was committed to something else, I kind of took my time. But when I called her back after a week and I said, am I still there? I mean, am I still in the contention? She said, yes, please come. So we met, we discussed certain issues I had with the script, and we worked on it. We worked on it for about 3-4 months before, both of us were really happy with what we had. And then we started sharing it with actors, yeah, I mean, it was a journey, but I think one was just looking for the right script, and this happened to be that.
It's interesting you spoke about the tropes, especially in this film. Do you think the mystery is counting on the fact that we know these tropes, so that's actually manipulating us?
Yeah, so it's a tough, it's a tightrope walk because initially, people might. I also wanted to kind of we intentionally wanted people to think it's a O. Henry story, and lead them on that path, and then obviously give them a surprise. The film is not just a who done it, but it's also a how done it, and and the attempt was just to make something deeper than an interesting plot. I mean, the film does have a lot of twists and turns, but to leave the audience eventually with some sort of emotion, feeling, something which they would like to come and watch it again. Because I feel a pure thriller would just have very short legs. You see it once, you know the end, and then that's over for you. So the film should not be about what happened at the end. The film should be an interesting journey which you kind of would want to revisit again, and there should be a lot of layers and interesting moments in the film which makes it like dense with things which you would want to revisit again and again.
Okay, and Taapsee, while this I would not say is necessarily a feminist film in like the true sense, or like in that kind of sense, was there something inherently liberating to be able to play this character, or conversely constricting for you?
Of course, after Thappad, if I get to play something like this, after after the most whitest, probably the character I have portrayed in Thappad, I get to play this. It is a good fun shift, a needed shift for an actor, I think, because it's. I have tried to get in as much variety as I can, because I have a tendency myself to get bored very quickly in general in life with things around. So if I keep doing the same stuff back to back, then it kind of will get boring. It is not the most feminist film, but then I always say that I'll guarantee you that the character I will portray on screen, be it for 10 minutes or for 2 hours, it is going to be something that will draw you towards the character. Doesn't matter what is the length of my character. So that consistency I'll maintain. But obviously the genre can't be the same. The takeaway can't be the same. I've played antagonists in Badla. I don't want anyone to learn anything from me out there. Yes, I want them to take away whatever I've done in Pink or Thappad or Mulk kind of films. But yeah, so this is one of those pulp fiction kind of stuff which I don't usually get to pull off, because I might not be the most ideal, typical, sensuous cast for the film, and that's why probably I was the last resort and not the first choice for the film. So
You were
that's
is that true? I didn't even ask if you were the first choice because I just assumed you're
no,
leading
no,
so
no.
many films.
I had in fact told Kanika, um, when I didn't even know Vinyl is a part of the film. I had told Kanika that I've heard you have something like this, a romantic thriller, and I don't know the story, but that's a genre I really would want to do. And please narrate it to me. And then I went to shoot Sand Ki Aankh, and I came back and I got to know that she's already narrated it to someone else and is ready to do it with someone else. And obviously I was like, okay, fine, okay, maybe something else. But then what's meant for you really comes back to you, I guess. So one fine day I just get a call that come to the office and hear the script and let me know. And I heard the script and I instantly said yes. I guess I was a last resort because they were very close to going to shoot the film. So, so they didn't have an option than to go with me, I guess. So yeah, so that way it is different. And I don't get to play characters which have these kind of flamboyant lines as well. So I usually get to play characters which are real, which are more like conversational dialogues. But here I got to say some really quite mouthful of lines. So which was I enjoyed saying all that.
Whenever we have an actor or a character that owns their sensuality, we always ask the actress about being uninhibited or something. But what I want to know from you is, did you get into the skin of the character immediately, or did it take you some time?
See, I don't have really a method kind of a process of days, or like I will lock myself in a room or something like that. I don't have all that. It's just very psychological, where I go on the set and with the kind of feed whatever my director feeds in my head, and whatever my co-actors are, however they are performing, that really stimulates whatever I can give back or react in return. It's mostly like that. And once I'm sold with the story and character, which is primarily at the narration time. If I'm sold with the story and whatever the character is doing, I've already established a connect with my character, and then it's very easy for me to get into that. If the things around me are in sync, and my director has fed me with right kind of information, then it becomes easy. So in this case, it was not like a long prep. It was just that I was convinced with what the character is doing and whatever is happening around, and however my co-actors are performing. So that is, it then becomes seamless for me to get into that character.
I love your attitude, Tapsi. You are so chill, but you're like that topper in class who's like, no, I didn't study. And then you go ahead and then you ace the exam. I have a sneaky feeling you're just like that. Yeah.
No, but you can ask winner, when did I prepare extra for the film? Like today I have come like full like preparation of 50 pages of the scene. When did I come like that on the set?
So Tapsi is that front bencher. I mean, I'm sure when she was born, also she made sure she was on the first.
I'm the first kid of the generation in my family.
She's a complete front bencher who'll come and they'll make sure others can't study. So.
Oh, she's like that. All right, let me
What
find
No,
out.
but no, but she is one of the most sharpest, not just actors, people I've met. I mean, her grasping power is, she's got a photographic memory. She takes things and she processes it really fast, and very methodical in her the way she kind of takes information and kind of does something with it. So I think she's one of the most intelligent, sharpest people I've met. I think she's also an engineer. So obviously,
So I have a good learning power, I feel. That really saved me in school, college, and even now. I learn once you convince me that it's worth learning, I learn it very quickly. But I forget it also equally quick. Like once I'm done with it, it's out of my system then. So it's like quick learning and quick forgetting.
Moving from one smart actor to another, Vikrant, you have such a diverse array of roles. Your choice of films, spans so many genres, I feel. What was the appeal of Haseen Dilruba for you?
So yeah, to begin with, Shilpa, it was the script. It really kind of bowled me over because I honestly did not anticipate the twists and turns to be that way. It is a script. Even when I read it, I could not anticipate a lot of stuff. And I also joined the team like midway, if I can say. I knew that Taapsee is already a part of it. Kanika's written the film. Vinil is a part of it. So to have such strong personalities, people who are right at the top of the game, it really also gives me an opportunity to challenge myself with a character like this, to play something that I've not done. And I honestly have not done something in this space, so it was a great opportunity for me. To collaborate with these guys, to probably tap into areas that I haven't as an actor. And it was really very simple. It was a very quick turnaround. I read the script. It just took me probably 4 to 5 hours to get back and say, okay, this is something that I'm interested in and I want to do it.
What you said was so right. It's all the actors at the top of their game, and also, of course, the writing and direction. But yeah, you and Taapsee, especially your scenes, I want to know, considering the two of you are very intelligent actors, what went behind it? Did you have table reads, rehearsals? How did you approach your scenes?
I don't know if you've seen the making of one of the songs we put out like yesterday. I really don't think we, and I think Taapsee can also come in here. I don't think we really prepped quite a lot. It was very spontaneous. All of us were very well aware of the script that we had in hand. Vinil obviously, is someone who's very, very clear in his head with what he wants. Also at the same time with what he does not want. So half your job is kind of taken care of there. And with Taapsee, though I didn't get a lot of time, even in front of the camera.
Taapsee doesn't rehearse.
Taapsee does not rehearse. She
So
does not like rehearsing.
मैं खर्च हो जाती हूँ. I have a problem. If I rehearse, then I'll give it all I have and I'm done. Then I won't have anything left for the take. So I'm not as good trained actor as Vikrant that he can perform the same thing 50 times with the same energy, with the same expression. I can't do that because I'm more spontaneous and not trained. So I don't know how to keep doing the same thing again and again with the same. So that I lack, which is probably a shortcoming in terms of being a film actor, because you're supposed to repeat the same thing again and again, right? So I had warned this to everyone beforehand, especially Vinil, and he might have got a mini heart attack that day. But I was like, I need to be honest from day one. I just can't give more than 3 takes. I am over after that.
So the only thing I disagree is the mini heart attack part.
Oh, it was a big one.
It was a big one.
and Vinil likes to just go on and on with the scene. He wants to just live with the scene for the whole day, and I'm like, get over with it, move on. And then Vikrant is like, yeah, we're getting into the groove, and then by the time Vikrant has gotten into the groove, I am off the groove. So it was very interesting dynamics. So
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is fun because it's like we are two opposite end of the style of approaching our scenes. So Vikrant will come and say, okay, let's read. I said, let's do the scene.
And she would hate that. There were days when I would knock her room to say, "Yaar, pad lete hain, please pad lete hain." She just give me that look, and I'd be like, "Yaar, ye wala pad lete hain, please." And we would do that. It was very spontaneous, and I've also, this was for me. It was a first time. Maybe because of the people I work with, there's a certain discipline they have. They really, really want to rehearse and then get into it. But with Taapsee,
तो मैं कह रही ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? Retake दे देंगे ना, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा?
Absolutely. Film पे भी shoot नहीं कर रहे हैं, so digitization has really helped.
वैसे यार director loves 50 takes for everything. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? तो retake ही होगा. मैंने कहा एक बार कर लेते हैं, काम करते कर लेते हैं. तो हम directly scene कर लेते थे.
It was very spontaneous. It was very new for me as well, And I would really want to confess that it in a lot of areas it brought out the best in me. And yeah, it's something that I'm going to sort of balance it out. I've learned something.
But I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I've even told Vinil this. So because this was after a really long time, I had to give so many takes because Vinil just wouldn't leave. So he will be like, okay, we'll try one more. Abhi aisa kuch, aisa waisa kuch, pata nahi kaisa kuch. So whatever, with my limited capacity of experimenting, because mera sur agar set ho gaya hai, so you have to really take me to a different direction to get something new out. Otherwise, you're not gonna get anything better. So I got used to, by the end of this film, I got used to giving more than 3 takes. Okay. So when I went on Anurag Kashyap's set eventually for Dobara, I think I was, because of one of my co-actor, I was on some seventh, eighth take. Okay. And Anurag was like, okay, this is one major change. Nothing in you has changed from Marzina till now, but this is one major change. I haven't seen you consistently performing so well for the seventh and eighth take. So that thing is new for him to see, which probably happened a lot because of this film, because I was just giving takes.
Vinil, you were the training ground for Dobara. So all the awards she's going to win for Dobara, she'll credit you now. Harsh, I've been letting you enjoy the scenery that you're in. And it really looks like you have just stepped off out of your characters, or you're still in your character and in those beautiful locales of river rafting. First of all, tell me where you are, because I'm jealous.
I'm in near Nainital. It's a place called Rani Khet, and I'll tell you why I got this character was because I was available in that Uttarakhand area where these guys were shooting. तो इनको मैं
That's not true. Is it really true?
मैं वहाँ पे रिवर राफ्टिंग कर रहा था. विनिल सर ने कहा, अरे बेटा इधर आओ, तुम कोच वोच हो क्या? मैंने कहा नहीं सर, मैं एक्टर हूँ. अच्छा तो एक्टिंग करोगे?
No, sorry, just one interjection. We were not looking in Uttarakhand, we were looking in back road of Lokhandwala.
Oh.
Never been there, sir, never been there.
I love it. And Harsh, you have some explosive chemistry with Taapsee in the film. Why do you think it works so well together?
I don't know. I think Taapsee is a good actress. That's why. Because I don't know, the way it was written in a certain way, and there was a lot of if I could say, there was a lot of tension, sexual tension written for characters. So it was written and designed in a certain way. I don't think I've added anything to that. But yeah, it was really, really, I was really nervous about the proximity initially, but she, being a professional, made it very comfortable.
Okay, all right, very diplomatic answer. Harsh, on Twitter you had said, "Aaj tak meri
I
film
was very worried. It will almost look like this girl is extremely desperate. Like, because I was like, I knew that it will be both the guys in the film are extremely this like Mr. Goody Two Shoes, very docile and very like sweet guy. So I was like, okay, with the kind of chemistry I'm required to have with both of them, I think I'll have to take the initiative. So I was the one who was like, going out there and making sure that like they don't feel that they are awkward, or something is going awkward with me. So I had to be like telling them or behaving in a way that it was like it's okay, let's do it, it's our job, let's just do it. So I used to go to Vinil and tell him, I was like, I think these guys will think she's creepy, she's one weird creepy woman.
And
nailed
to
it.
be fair to, I really feel bad for Harsh because he came middle of the schedule and no time to warm up or meet anybody. The first day he lands, he has to do a kissing scene. Can you imagine?
I mean, I don't think Harsh would have had a problem with that. Was it so tough to do the kissing scene, Harsh?
Harsh was poor. He was very scared. He thought maybe I'll beat him up or something. He was very scared.
And I think Harsh has got a fetish for teeth. So he first was checking out.
We got to know that yesterday. We got to know only yesterday. I would have like made sure I made a dentist visit before that, but I just got to know that yesterday.
What is with the teeth fetish, Harsh?
No, it's fetish. I'll tell you the context. They asked me yesterday that what are the things that I look out for. So I felt that I'm very shallow like that, and I look at the teeth, the skin, and the eyes. So I get to know like how hygienic the person is from the teeth. I get to know the lifestyle and how healthy they are from the skin.
But
Basically, he just wanted to make sure the bite is not worse than the bark.
Vinil, I'm writing down these one-liners that you are using.
Yeah. That filmmaker background is coming out very well, I have to say.
From the eyes, I get to know how honest the person is. So, wo head,
Taapsee, I enjoyed the scenes, especially where you are being seductive and the in-laws, the mother-in-laws watching. I especially love those touches, in the film. What was it that you enjoyed the most doing?
See that comedy part of the film, I don't usually get to do a lot of comedy in my films, but this year, starting with Haseen, every film I have like a decent amount of comedy to do. So I was excited about doing those scenes which were funny. But if you ask me which ones I enjoyed, I really enjoyed my interrogation scenes, because I really like, again, my co-actor also has to be like really good for me to enjoy it. So he was really good. Apart from that, I
Yes,
got
she
some.
must have. Yeah, who's
Yes,
great at
yes.
making songs. Yeah.
And I had some fabulous lines, which as I told you, I don't usually get those dialogue-ish lines. So I was looking forward to say those lines on screen, which I don't know when will I ever get to say those kind of lines again in the future. So I think that was what I was really enjoying the most.
Yeah, and Harsh, I felt like out of the entire cast, you were objectified the most.
Yeah, come
You-
on, Pamela Anderson, come
Yeah.
on.
So
Harsh,
अभी तो दूसरे कपड़े उतारना शुरू कर.
answer this by
हर्ष
taking off your
कपड़े
vest.
उतारना शुरू कपड़े उतारना शुरू कर हर्ष. अभी ये क्या आधा से तूने जैकेट डाल रखा है तू. ये तो कोई बात ही नहीं हुई. तूने कैमरा फेसिंग साइड तूने उतार रखी है, दूसरी उतार दे.
शिल्पा सी, I'll tell you, हर एक्टर को एक रीजन की वजह से काम मिलता है, ठीक है. कोई जो टैलेंटेड लोग हैं जैसे विक्रांत है, he can perform any character. तो उसको कोई भी, he has broken all the norms, उसने विक्रांत ने सारे फॉर्मेट्स में काम किया और सब में एक्सेल किया है. तापसी does the maximum number of films, I think.
होलसेल में.
35 films she's done in all. I think 35 Tapsi so far.
I don't count.
I counted. 35.
I love your cat, yeah. Very entertaining.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's a good part.
I don't know. Look at him.
Sorry for interjecting, sorry.
I feel कि मुझे अगर objectify किया जाए और मुझे काम मिलता रहे, I have no problems. But definitely I want to, at the same time, I want to focus more on feeling more for the character and the scene and what the director wants from me in that moment. I want to focus on that because eventually you have to get out of, being objectified and being the Pamela Anderson. You have to do justice to what the writer has written for you. So I want to keep trying that. But as of now, I'm okay if I'm the mutton in the script.
Mutton in the script. Love it. And all of you excelled at all of that. And mutton reminds me of, like a crucial plot point. But I'm not going to talk about all of that. I'm going to let the audience see it. Thank you so much for a very fun, spoiler-free chat, guys. It was fantastic to connect with you. I had a great
Thank you.
time watching the film and now chatting with you guys too. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Shilpa.
Shilpa. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.